Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for December. I hope you guys are all well. We're going to start with your current energy here, and then we're going to look at the month of December week by week all the way up to the end of December. As always, don't force yourself into a reading, but guys, remember that this is predictive. Spirit, what would you like Leo to know for the month of December? All right, so you are starting out with the Ace of Swords, and it is crossed by the Four of Pentacles reversed. So you're getting clarity on something. For some of you, this could come through communication, but you're letting something down. Now, if you're communicating with somebody, you may be releasing, the guards that you've kind of got up. You're kind of putting that guard down in order to have a conversation with someone. Take it as it resonates, but a lot of you guys are getting a lot clearer about what you need to be releasing here. Show me the recent past for Leo. The Three of Cups. Yeah, there could have been some third-party energy, but this is you basically going out in the recent past, more with family and friends, it looks like. Some of you may have started dating. But with the Three of Cups, there's been some happiness, but it's been kind of more associated with family and friends. Let me see what's happening here. You could have attempted some sort of a reconciliation with somebody in the past as well. Four of Swords in the reverse. That's communication. That's why all this is happening. Yeah, there's some sort of communication after you've been at a distance or had a break with somebody. Yeah, let me see what's on your mind. Oh, you've got a lot of anxiety, Leo. Wow. Some of you guys are literally losing sleep, thinking about something, going over and over something in your mind. For some of you, it has to do with communication or something you're just not really clear about. Let me see what's happening in December. Yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of anxiety going on, though. Five of Swords, there's some sort of conflict that's going to bring about change, but it might be difficult conflict. It could come about through a conversation with someone, which that bothers me, Leo, and I'll tell you why. You're experiencing all this anxiety. You want to have this conversation with somebody, possibly about a reconciliation, and you lower your guard only for them to come in with this arrogant energy in their ego. So be careful. Be very careful. Let me see how Leo is showing up in this reading. All right, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. You're not really open to new energies right now. You've kind of pulled your feelings and emotions back with other people, and you're just not open to new energies. Let me see the energy coming towards Leo. We have the Sun in reverse. Now, this could be another Leo that you're dealing with here, or this could be somebody that is hiding something. They're not being very open. They're not being very transparent. And this, or it could also be somebody that tends to want to put the blame onto you, because it's coming out right here beside this Five of Swords. And so this is, it looks like somebody who doesn't take accountability, but perhaps puts the blame onto you. Spirit's advice, we have the Ace of Wands. This has to do with a passionate new beginning of some sort. So let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of December. Five of Wands, conflict. Conflict and change. Yeah, so you're starting December out with heavy conflict and change. And by the end of December, there's more conflict here. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It tells me a couple of things, Leo. It tells me that you're feeling drained emotionally right now, but it also has to do with an ending in a love relationship. So let's clarify your reading. Spirit-wise, the Ace of Swords here for Leo. Yeah, you felt left out in the cold by this person. You know, not really liking the energy that I'm seeing here that's approaching you. there's a sense here of feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, feeling like you've been left out in the cold. This is somebody that you have either talked to recently or want to, and they didn't leave you feeling, you know, really great. Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, there's a sense here of feeling like you have to release this person to let this person go. You know, I don't feel like you guys are holding a grudge towards this person, but, you know, you're not going to chase after him. So I see you not talking to this person and just feeling like maybe you have to just let this person go. They're doing nothing but, you know, icing you and leaving you out in the cold here. I feel like you're not in communication with this person right now. But again, I am getting this feeling like you're not really open to new energies. Show me why this Three of Cups is here in the past. Yeah, there was an opportunity here for you to possibly reconcile, or you were trying to get to the point where you could talk about that. And I feel like this person just didn't move in that direction. And it almost looks like they may have ghosted you at this point. There's been an ending here. You do want to reconcile with this person, or at least you did. At this point, you're feeling like, you know, with everything that's happened, you may need to just release them. I definitely feel like you felt this person was a soulmate. Yeah, Three of Cups in the reversed. So why is all this happening? Well, there's been some sort of a conversation that has led you to feel like there is no way that you and this person are ever going to be able to reconcile. But now, Leo, keep in mind, you're dealing with somebody who is definitely up in their ego. I have to be honest, I don't really care for the way that they're presenting. So with the Three of Cups here in the reverse, you're definitely not happy. I definitely see a lot of you are not open to new energies. You're not going out, even with friends or family, and you're not dating. There's definitely a need for healing that's here. Show me why this Nine of Swords is here. What's on Leo's mind? Yeah, Knight of Cups in the reverse. And the Seven of Wands reversed. So you're feeling a little powerless. You're feeling a little bit unloved. I feel like you may have extended yourself to this person and they basically just, you know, they basically just abandoned ship. There's a sense here that you feel like you shouldn't be giving of yourself to this person, not emotionally any longer, but you're just definitely feeling rather defeated here. Yeah, let me look at the month of December. Show me December for Leo, please. Show me December for Leo. All right. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Ten of Coins. Ten of Wands reversed. Four of Cups reversed. The Lovers reversed. Justice, that's good. Thank you. We have the Hierophant, Temperance, Hangman reversed, and the Magician. All right, so Leo, let's talk. I see that you're going into December and you guys literally feel betrayed. There's a very painful ending that is here. And it looks like you've been dealing with somebody here that is very arrogant, very much somebody who doesn't fight fair. I feel like this person is very argumentative, and you may have been with this person for quite some time. You were trying to build a solid foundation with this person, and in fact had thought that that's where you both were going. I do feel like it ended in a sense of betrayal, extremely painful ending. Now, the good news is in the first week, although I see that you are very hurt, I also see that you are surrounded by close friends or family that are going to be very helpful in helping you to resolve these problems. So that is good news. You definitely have a good support system for most of you, and I think that that's wonderful. So I see you in that first week beginning to resolve some of these problems. If you've had financial issues, I see there's some resolution to that as well, and your money begins to look better. So in the second week of December, I do feel like things open up for you. They're a little bit more clear, a little bit more transparent. And you're realizing here in this second week that while you were offering love to this person, they were either focused on their past or they were focused on a third party. There's a sense here of this person not really showing the respect. They may have even gone in another direction. But here's the thing is, even though there's an ending here, pathways are opening up for you. I do feel like you're going to be thinking about this past person a lot in that first and second week of December. But there's a sense here that somebody who went in the opposite direction or went with somebody else, they didn't choose this connection. I feel like you're going to be getting karmic justice for that, because this person could be realizing now what kind of a opportunity that they had with you. I do see you dwelling on this connection, and that's what's causing this Nine of Swords. It's causing this anxiety that you're experiencing here. I do think that the first couple of weeks, especially at night, will be a little bit more difficult for you. I do see balance coming in. If you're involved in any kind of a legal issue, I do feel like it's going to turn in your favor in around the middle of December. So in the third week of December, I feel like you're going to get advice from somebody, somebody that's wise or that you consider to be wise, perhaps a spiritual leader, maybe even a psychic or a tarot reader. And this person, you're going to feel like this person was supposed to tell you something, and it's going to bring balance into your life. I see in the third week, there's something about karmic justice returning, but it may return to you through someone else in some form. I also feel like a lot of you guys in that third week, there's a turn towards spirituality that I'm seeing. There's a learning. It's like you're learning something here in that third week that's going to bring healing and bring balance into your life. It's going to cause you to look at the world differently. It's a very metaphysical energy that you're entering into in that third week. In the fourth week, I do feel like you begin to view something differently. There's almost this energy of having some sort of a ascension. Yeah, and it's something you've manifested too. You've manifested some sort of an ascension that's going to be occurring in the fourth week. It's coming to you though through some sort of learning or study or some sort of organization that you become involved in the third week. So, you know, if you're considering doing some kind of metaphysical course or something, or joining some sort of metaphysical thing, I would encourage you to do it, because I do see that energy of you having some sort of ascension, enlightenment occurring in the fourth week of December. And it is something that you've manifested. It's also going to put you in this energy of feeling empowered, feeling like you have all the tools that you need in order to create exactly what it is that you want in the world. So I do like this energy. It's like you have an energy shift somewhere around the middle of December that really seats you in a positive energy, a very healed energy too. And I feel like you've been waiting for a long time for this. So let me see how you're showing up. Show me how Leo is showing up in this reading. That's too many. Show me how Leo is showing up. Thank you. All right, so we have the King of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Sun. And again, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So again, I'm seeing that you're not really open to new energies. I do feel like you are doing a little low-key spying on somebody that you do have feelings for, probably this past person. I don't feel like you're emotionally giving to that situation, but you kind of want to know what is going on with that person. So you might be doing some low-key spying. I do feel like towards the end of the month, there is this sense of enlightenment and happiness. I'm seeing it here, and I'm seeing it in your energy as well. It's going to be some sort of new beginning in some manner for you, and it's going to make you very happy. It's something you've been searching for quite some time. And I feel like, so you've got some kind of big change that's going to come and bring a lot of change and balance into your life. It starts around the middle of the month, but it really comes through in that final week of December. So it's amazing energy. I do, again, though, have to say that you start out the month and you end the month not really opening up to new energies. There's a sense of you having built a wall around your heart a little bit as you seek to heal. All right, so let me see the energy coming towards Leo. All right, we have the 8 of Coins in the upright. We have the 6 of Swords reverse, and we have the Star card. You could be dealing with another Leo or an Aquarius, perhaps. Don't have to be, but that's what I'm saying. So the energy that's coming towards you is somebody who is unhappy with the way things are currently between the two of you. This looks like the past person. This person has not been able to move on in their life, but there is a chaos that is around them. There's a lot of chaotic energy, and this person feels like they have a lot of people who want things from them. It could be they owe a lot of money somewhere, or they just have a lot of people that, you know, need something from them. So they feel like they're you know, pretty extended, either financially or emotionally or both. This is not somebody who's very happy. There's a lot of chaos going on in their life. But that being said, they do want to heal this connection, and they're trying to heal their own energy and balance themselves out as well. Now, I'm also seeing that there is an energy that is approaching you. This person is a very balanced and very hopeful person. This is somebody who I do feel like is very generous. They don't know whether or not you would be willing to move this forward. So if you're cross-watching for a Leo and you're new in their life, I'm going to tell you now, they're not really accepting anybody new. But you know, you always have that one or two people out there that are outliers, and they're like, yeah, I would accept somebody new. So, you know, shoot your shot, guys. All right, let me see why the Ace of Wands is here. Show me Spirit's advice for Leo. All right, so we have the Death card in reverse. We have the 5 of Cups reversed and the 4 of Wands. Wow. So Spirit is saying there's going to be a reason for celebration. All of this passion that you feel like may have left your life it's not over. Your life here is not over. There will be a passionate new beginning, and even like a relationship here for some of you. The Spirit is saying you're going through sadness right now. You've gone through a very sad time, but there is still love here in your life. For some of you, possibly with a past person, but for a lot of you, you know, this would be a new beginning. So Spirit is saying that, you know, don't live in the sadness, that there's things that are still unresolved here. But there will be passion. There will be new beginnings. There will be, you know, reasons to celebrate. There will be love in your life here. There's a transformation here that some of you guys are resisting as well. Yeah. And that's a bit of a sabotaging energy. So don't resist that, because I see here in the final week of December, there is a huge transformation that's going on. Let me see, I'm going to see your outcome. Show me the outcome. Yeah, so if you're going through a transformation, don't give up. Don't refuse the transformation, because it's going to really take you where you want to be. All right, so we have the Devil. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. We have the Strength card. There's that Leo energy again. And we have the Seven of Swords. So by the end of the month, this person from your past is popping back in. This person is in toxic energy. They feel a very strong attraction to you. They haven't ever been fully able to move away from this connection. But this person is coming back in very toxic energy. And it looks like it's going to result in conflict. And why? Well, because you've done a lot of work on yourself, Leo. And I feel like this person is coming in with this toxic energy. You're going to basically out them for it. You're going to say, yeah, you're kind of toxic and you've done this, this, and that. And you're seeing them very clearly. You know that they're not in very good energy. You know that they were deceptive here in the past. And I feel like you're kind of working on yourself, so you're going to stand your ground. In other words, you're expecting this person to work on themselves as well. And instead of them doing that, this is somebody who is playing the blame game. You know, they're saying that it's all you, it's all Leo. I see it over here in their energy. This person does have chaos in their life. So they may come in a way that you initially think, oh, okay, well, they're trying to heal this connection. They're trying to bring the balance that I so desperately want. But ultimately, they are still in a toxic energy. And that's what needs to change. It's gonna create conflict because you're calling them out for it. But you're showing up here as being very strong, very courageous, and very much in your power as you do so. So I think your energy is great. Their energy, not so much. But I think that you're going to call them out. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. That's good energy. That's a stable new beginning that is trying to come in. It can also indicate some kind of financial reward, some sort of finance that's money or, you know, abundance that's going to come to you unexpectedly. So very good energy. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Leo. All right, you have number 32, so more change, by the way. It says, find a place to withdraw to. Yeah, so you guys can balance yourself. Hang on a second. I'm going to read that for you. Give me a second. There are times when we must retreat from the world as it seems to be, for we are caught up in its oppressions and illusions more than we know. And in time, we can lose that wilder part of our soul. The childlike part that draws nourishment from the natural world is overwhelmed at present, and if we do not attend to this inner wild one's needs, there will be a high price to pay. So when this card comes, know that the world in which we are tested again and again against harshness and endurance can only be borne by the finding of its antidote, a hidden place where we can go and replenish the wild child within us, so they can come back to life in our everyday world once again. You will know of the need to do this when you have not felt happy, truly happy for some time, or when what we call work dominates the precious moments of your life. It is when our mood sours and curls up and a quiet hostility and a shard of resentment have worked their bitter way into our souls. These are your signs that you need the blessings of retreat, of silence, of solitude, of safety and peace. There is too much in the world that you have felt you must endure. This card asks you to treat yourself with more sensitivity and to gift yourself regular time out from the hammer of the world. Whether this place is within, through meditation or quiet contemplation, or outside, a place where you can go and be for a time without criticism, know that you are not too thin-skinned, you are not weak, you are a delicate being, and you must address the pain within through the finding of a safe space, which the Kitsune realms are full of, to bring the wild one, the strong one within, back to life so it can take its place at the center of your beautiful existence once again. Let the kitsune guide you to a safe space. Do not neglect your own soul. Do not forsake your own precious self. You are a treasure, even in all your fragility, and you are loved beyond your dreams. Oh, that's beautiful, Leo. All right, I hope this has been helpful to you, Leo. If you resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the hype button if you see it. And until I see you guys in your next reading, know that you are love, and namaste.